Welcome to your weekly love reading. I just looked at the words. The universe always has a plan. Just don't forget that. There are no mistakes. Sometimes even delays are even better. They're making things even better than what they were going to be before. So don't look at, well, he didn't show up this week, or he didn't show up, when I thought he was going to. So now what? Like, it's not a punishment. It's not a blockage. There's actually nothing wrong. He could have had an epiphany that, like, maybe he would have shown up. Maybe he would have shown up at a time when he wasn't ready, and it would have been very back and forth. But instead, he had some kind of major growth spurt or epiphany or some kind of incredible experience that made him mature much faster, which made him not come together prematurely, but put it off by a couple or few weeks, and it's going to come through much, much better. So just trust. Just trust in the timing of things. Okay, so feminines. I heard somebody say, I needed to hear that right now. Okay, so I tend to tune in to, for the most part, usually those that are in separation. So what are the feminines going through this week, please, Spirit? What are the feminines going through this week, this second week of July? What are the feminines? I feel like the sea pertains to you guys, like somehow, like some deep emotional healing. The sea is just, if there's endless possibilities in the sea, there's a lot of mystery in the sea. Maybe you guys are uncovering some deeper truths that are healing you very deeply. And I feel like it's very healing, because I see the star, and the star is about, it's energy that's bringing you into a brighter future. I just feel like some kind of like timeline energy, like you guys have switched to a better timeline. So good job. By focusing on you, they said. By loving yourself and focusing on yourself. Yes. Okay, so you've got some clarity. Well, yeah, you really are focused on loving yourselves. You're doing a lot of transforming right now. It's bringing you together into that new beginning with your true love. You're having to make some major decisions. I feel like you've received some kind of communication, and you're trying to do the right thing in terms of, like, you're really trying to make the best decision for you in terms of long-term happiness and fulfillment. It kind of feels like, again, kind of along the lines of, I've been there and done that before. I think I want to blaze a new trail now. I think I want to try something new, something that I get more like steady and stable and mature. So yeah, it stems from that loving yourself. It's like somebody who actually takes really good care of you, somebody who has done a lot of planning with you in mind, somebody who's really he has your best interest at heart. You're going with somebody that definitely is looking out for you and has been looking out for you behind the scenes for some time. And maybe that comes as a surprise to you. Maybe you don't realize that this person's been thinking of you and planning this. And then you find out, and you're just like, holy cow, like, this man is in his power. This man has been loving me and planning to take the lead all this time. He's wanted to take action all this time. And now here he is in front of me, and I have this new beginning being proposed. So she's really trying to be in her, like you always try to do when it comes to every major decision. She's really just trying to be real clear about it. She knows that she's got to end some things in her life for this new beginning to happen. But she's feeling really hopeful and feeling very optimistic. I feel like she's also been seeing signs and synchronicities having to do with animal spirits and things like that right now. Look at the bright future card comes with somebody deeply loving you, feminines. So a new beginning again. getting a gift, maybe even a proposal from this person. This has such beautiful energy to it. It just feels like he feels like apologetic too. Like, I'm so sorry that it took me so long and I stayed hidden and I ignored your text messages. I wasn't ready to face it yet. I wasn't ready to face it, but I knew that I would. I knew that I would when the time was right, and the time is right. So let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at the masculines. They look nervous, like they're getting called on in class. Like, oh, it's my turn. Oh, it's my turn. They feel nervous but excited. It's like their big debut. Okay, how are the masculines feeling this week, please? No, that's not one. I just saw a deer. A deer, gentle. He's taking a gentle approach. He just feels really solid, you guys. He feels really solid, and he feels, he doesn't feel skittish. He just feels sincere. Sincere is a good word for this. Sincere, ready, solid, mature, honest, all those beautiful things you look for. All right. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Well, the feminines had I think it was the King of Swords, and he got the Queen of Swords. That's really cool. He's getting into his feminine energy, and she's getting in her masculine energy, so that can balance out. Maybe some of you have even been feeling a little bit like, ooh, what do I do if he's going to come forward and wanting to run a little bit? And he's feeling like, don't you go anywhere. I'm after you. You're mine. Like this guy. The Knight of Swords is all about like rushing in to say your piece, and doing so with like you just have to know. You just have to know before you go and do that thing. You got to know the truth. And it's about how he's been daydreaming about you for some time, and he knows that it's time to come out of that daydreamy state and actually make something happen and partner up with you, take things to the next level. Maybe he became single so that you guys could go forward courageously, boldly, fearlessly, because you guys have unfinished business, and you might even be working together, and he wants to make you some kind of an offer. It's going to be a romantic offer as well as a work offer, or both, either or both. This could just be, you have two cards about partnering up, this one about going to the next level. And then speaking your truth, sharing your heart on your sleeve, and then boldly going forward with passion, manifesting passion between you guys. Yeah, he's ready. What did he say? Let's get this ball rolling, is what he just said. Let's get this ball rolling. All right, Spirit, what else do you have to say this week to these lovebirds? Oh, voice. They just said, don't you just love their voice? Oh, my gosh. Oh. The world. Anything's possible. Once you guys come together and get really authentic and clear and honest with each other, you guys can do anything. You guys can make anything happen. I was going to say about the voice, I had a dream about my masculine, like I guess a week or two ago, and these people there were all these girls, and everybody was talking about how all these guys were about to go walking by, right? This might be pertinent for some of you. So these guys were walking by, and these girls were kind of clamoring, going, oh my gosh, all these cute guys are about to walk by. And they all started walking by, and I just had eyes for my masculine and was just like watching him. And he starts going by, and I called out to him. I called out his name, and I said, I'm stuck back here. And kind of was like, I'm stuck back here. And he actually stopped when he heard my voice. Out of all of the commotion that was going on, completely stopped and looked at me and made eye contact with me, extended his hand out into the crowd for me. And we knew each other's hands. It was like I looked down, and I saw his hand for the first time, and I was like, that's him. I just knew, and I grabbed his hand, and we squeezed, and he pulled me through the crowd and just held me and held on to me forever and kissed my head. And it was just like this, one of those incredible reunion type moments. But that voice is just so strong between these true love couples. You could hear that. It just reminds me of, what was that movie? Noah Centineo was in that movie, but it was, I forget the name of the movie. Oh, it's terrible. It's such a cute movie. Anyway, he was saying something like that too, like that voice is the best voice of anyone non-famous I've ever heard, or something like that. I know you guys agree. And, I was just recently talking about how both people feel like they don't deserve each other. Like, why would you love me? Well, why would you love me? Well, I don't know. We just love each other. It's just the way it is. We can't help it, right? Well, there's a lot in the voice. There really is a lot in that voice. And I bet you in our past lives we had the same voice. I bet we did. Isn't that crazy to think of? And that's how you even identified each other. You heard each other's voice and you were like, whoa, I know that voice. That voice feels like home to me. You know what I mean? Yes, this is a yes. And a spy card. So maybe you guys actually found each other online, or by watching each other, or by hearing each other. Maybe you were even passing through the room and somebody else was watching you and he heard the voice or something and was like, who's that? Like, who are you watching? What are you watching? Yeah, expanding out, going forward, balancing things out between you guys, realizing your worth, loving yourself, and going forward with lots of communication, lots of love, Cupid's arrows hitting you guys hard. You guys get your wish fulfillment with an offer, a gift from God. You guys know that each other, that each of you is a gift from God. You're embracing it because you're starting to love yourself and really step into your power. That's awesome. All right. Well, if you need help making any of those decisions that you are up against, or if you want to, just explore this further, you could always do a custom reading or personal reading with me at amysatori.com/services. Or you can watch the extended reading for more advice on this after in the Vimeo link down below beneath this video. If you guys ever want to know anything that's going on with me currently, always check the description of the videos. It always has the newest number to call in for the radio show. It's always got the most updated information. I'm going to be at the lighthouse for a while now. They have summer hours, so I'm going to be there a little bit later. For now, it's Thursdays and Saturdays, but it's going to be probably cut back to Saturdays as soon as they can find somebody for Thursdays, because I just want to be there on Saturdays now. So let's see what else, guys. Yep, you guys are talking because there's unfinished business and wish fulfillment in it. You guys have the ability to have a really happy, fulfilling family together. So you guys are coming out of hiding into this bright future. Cutting through any kind of confusion, insecurities. You guys don't want to procrastinate any longer. It looks like you guys really just want to get going. You're tired of hurting over this, and you're tired of feeling like a weakling, not facing it, So get on it, make that call, do that text, make the visit, kick that karmic out of your life if you still need to. Make sure that person's good and gone, because you're going on a new adventure and you're not going to look back for nothing. You are not going to regret going towards your true love. Trust me. So, all right, have yourselves a beautiful week, you guys. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Hey, if you like my videos, please share, subscribe, and set your bell notifications on so you'll know the moment they come out. Also, don't forget that you can go to my website and order a personal reading at amysatori.com/services. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.